Hi folks, welcome to a slightly different instalment of Mr. Review's used card review, and this is on the Magic playing cards. Just bear with me. The reason why I'm doing this is just to show you where these player cards have been kept, and also where another pack of playing cards have been kept. Same car, near enough the same place. And let's compare the difference. Alrighty then. Oh, and for those of you who are interested, this is my technological setup. Mirror, clock obviously. Tripod, which I've just had to re-glue. It was a tripod from Poundland. I've had to re-glue it because it snapped. What do you expect for £1? And the stand it goes on, and then my sweet little card mat. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video. Hang on a sec. Okay folks, back in the room. Just pause it so I could lock the car. Okay, so 2 cards. Black Lions, David Blaine's. I've done a review on these already. And this is the Magic deck of playing cards, which the title of the video is relevant to. So, just pulled these out of the car. I've played with these a lot because if I'm sitting in the car doing nothing, got to keep your hands busy. And if you do certain things in this country, you might get arrested. So I use playing cards to keep my fingers busy. So those are the David Blaine Black Lions, which I love, as people know. This is the Magic deck of playing cards. Remember what I said? They've been sat in the same car for the same amount of time. Now I haven't used David Blaine's recently, but this is my Magic deck of cards. I have done nothing to them. 2 jokers, and that is why they are Magic. Now these cards are the purple Ltd cards by Ellusionist. It's one of the first decks of cards that I bought. As usual, I follow the hype by Ellusionists. Well, back in July, August of last year, when I didn't realise they were just hype monsters. But this is what their cards do if you leave them in a car. Now, obviously, they will break up, but it's just incredible. They've never been wet. We don't live in a particularly humid country. It's the UK. Certainly in the West Midlands, there's not much humidity in there anyway. But there you go. That is what your cards will do if you leave a pack of limited playing cards in your car. Let's have a look what happens. So they will then break up. Bizarrely, they'll actually fan relatively well. But I call them Magic cards because they come out of the box and they're just glued together. I'm assuming it's the epoxy finish that they put on. Oh, you don't get 4 jokers, by the way. I've taken jokers out of another pack of cards. I bought some of these. I bought about 3 or 4, which I've since sold on eBay. I mean, to be fair, other than the back design, the borders are really too thick for my tastes. It's double backer, obviously, and you get the normal Ellusionist ad card. Reds are a little bit darker. The faces are quite nice. Ace of Spades, nothing great to be honest. Let's be fair about that. The colours on the picture cards, just come around and show you a bit more. They're okay, a little bit darker. They're not black. They're like a grey colour. Reds are a little bit more muted. I mean, the faces themselves are okay. I haven't really got much to complain about for them. $5 These sell for on Ellusionist's website. So what's that in UK? £3.50, £3.80. And to be honest, I think I'd buy a deck of bikes. Oh balls, what's happened to that? Sorry about that, guys. So as I was saying, yeah, I think I'd probably use a deck of bikes. I had to change cameras because my son just went flat. Handling wise, they're okay. You know, they ain't great. Can't remember what I said about on that part of the video, but border's a bit thick for my tastes. But for the price, hey ho, they're fine. I've actually got a second deck which I tend to do a particular trick on, which is, I won't use a queen, let's use a jack instead. So this is the trick that I tend to do with these cards. I'll have a jack and they'll have the king or any other card, and I'll just fold my card in the middle like so, get them to fold their card the opposite way. No doubt some of you have seen this trick anyway. And then all you do is you put your cards inside, or sorry, their card inside your card like so. It's an optical illusion trick. You can just make sure that your card is indeed surrounding their card like that. And the optical illusion is, if you just turn the cards over, then your card is now trapped inside their card like so. Hopefully that's still on camera. But the optical illusion bit is this. If you just give the card a tap like so, that happens. Give it a tap back the other way, that happens. And people seem to think, oh well, you're doing that a bit quick, so you just do it a bit more slowly like that, and a bit more slowly like so. And for the real skeptics, you can just go boop 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 boo, and just to prove that there is only two cards, you just tear the cards up and chuck them on the table, and you've got two cards that you started with. Nice and clean ending, and they are the same two cards. Now, to be honest, in my opinion, that is all this deck is worth doing with. So, if you don't mind wrecking a deck, this is the deck you need to get. Do I recommend it? No, I do not. Clearly. I'm afraid, folks, that is all I've got for you today. Hope you enjoyed it. A little bit different from normal. Throwing in a little bit of a trick for you, which you probably already know anyway. And I'll show you next time, or in fact I will see you next time, with something else, clearly a hell of a lot better than these piles of shite.